Let's talk a little bit about depression because as much as we see anxiety, depression is still suicide is on the rise, and that's
Yeah.
such an important issue to address. How do you see that play out in this younger population?
It's this level of they feel hopeless. And as long as there's some hope, most kids will never do anything to hurt themselves. I think kids are very much at risk because they're more impulsive than adults. And they kind of do this thing in their head where they're like, well, if I'm 15 and my life sucks right now and I can't imagine it getting any better, and I'm probably going to live to be like 80, that's 65 more years of this miserable hellhole. So it's like, why wouldn't I just do it? It makes like logical sense. So you have to kind of help kids understand that just because like you're feeling this right now, that doesn't mean it's going to be a permanent state. And so a lot of the kids that I see with depression now have maybe been depressed for a year or a few months, maybe sometimes a little bit longer. So I'll always tell them, hey, when you were 12, did you ever think that you would feel this way? And they're like, no. So I'm like, why wouldn't this, like the same reasoning apply that maybe in a year or so, if you work on some stuff, you could feel better? So it's like, don't make an impulsive decision right now thinking like this is just how it's always going to be because it wasn't always like this. So sometimes you kind of have to challenge like this quote unquote like logic they've created in their head of why nothing will ever get better. Because sometimes they will say that it'll never get better, nothing will change. And that's just fundamentally not true.